Hello students, welcome back to RD Chemistry. If you are watching for the first time these videos, please do subscribe, like and share the videos. Let us start now. Here I am going to explain briefly about the equilibrium constant Kp. Consider A moles of A reacting with the B moles of B giving C moles of C and D moles of D, and we know that how to write on the Kc, equilibrium constant in terms of concentration term. So that is a C to the power C into D to the power D divided by A to the power A and B to the power B, correct? Similarly, we can write down the equilibrium constant in terms of pressure if there are gases involved in the reaction. Okay, assume all these reactant and products are gases here. Then we'll be writing Kp is equal to partial pressure of the C to the power C, partial pressure of the D to the power number of moles D divided by partial pressure of A to the power A into partial pressure of B to the power B. If there is a solid, we are not going to write the pressure for that because solid do not exert any pressure in the gaseous reaction. Okay, now what is the relationship between Kp and Kc? Kp and Kc are related as Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power delta N. What is delta N? Delta N is equal to number of difference in number of moles of the product to that of the reactant. Remember, meant only for gaseous reactant and products. Okay, what is the R value of R? R value generally 0.0821 in terms of liter, atmosphere, per mole and per Kelvin. Okay, because we express Kc in terms of atmosphere and the concentration terms are in terms of that number of moles per liter. Therefore, it is a 0.0821. Okay. Suppose delta N is equal to 0, then Kp is equal to Kc. Suppose delta N is a positive number greater than 0. In that case, Kp will be greater than Kc. Suppose delta N is a negative number less than 0. Then Kp will be less than Kc. Okay. Read this question at 227 degrees centigrade. 60% or 2 moles of PCl5 gets dissociated in 2-liter container. The value of Kp will be equal to. Let us write the dissociation PCl5. PCl5 dissociate to give PCl3 and chlorine. Correct? They said initially 2 moles are there and products are not there. Remember, I'll be writing 3 rows altogether. I already explained the previous videos. If you're not watched, please do watch all those videos. Now, number of moles of the reactant products are in the ratio 1:1:1. This is very important for us. 1:1:1. Therefore, degree of dissociation is the X, decomposing X formed plus X and plus X. These XXX are in terms of number of moles from the balanced equation, the ratio. Okay. So here remaining is the 2 minus X. This is X and X. So add the columns. Now they are given 2 moles initially taken. If 2 moles are equal to 100%, 60% that will be equal to how much? The 60% going to decompose. So 2 into 60 divided by 100. When you solve this, it will be like 1.2 moles. That means this is equal to 1.2 mole. This is equal to 1.2 formed and 1.2 is formed. Remember, students. So finally, we are interested in the last one. 2 minus 1.2. This will be equal to 0.8. And this will be remain the same 1.2 and this will remain the same 1.2. Remember, students, this is very important for us. Also remember, students, they are given volume. Volume is equal to 2 liter. This is very important to find out the Kc value. We can't directly write a Kp. We'll have to write a Kc. So Kc is equal to PCl3 concentration into Cl2 concentration divided by PCl5 concentration. Student, how do you calculate concentration? Concentration term is equal to number of moles at equilibrium divided by volume in terms of liter, students. Suppose the volume had not mentioned or volume was 1. Okay, so n divided by 1. It is nothing but the number of moles directly from the table. Now volume has been mentioned 2 liter per liter. We'll have to calculate, right? So okay, so we'll be writing these numbers only 1.2, 1.2 and 0.8, but divided by 2 you have to number of moles. Okay, therefore Kc is equal to, so PCl3 concentration 1.2 divided by volume of vessel 2 into again 1.2 divided by 2 all divided by 0.8 divided by 2. Okay, so this was simplification like 1.2 divided by 2, 1.2 divided by 2 into 2 divided by 0.8, 2 get cancelled. All these numbers will lead to, okay, is equal to 0.9. Remember KCV got is equal to 0.9. Okay, but you'll have to calculate Kp, right? So Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power delta N. So PCl5 actually the gas. Okay, when it decomposes, PCl3 gas is formed plus chlorine, that is a gas is formed. I want to be delta N, number of moles of the product, my number of moles reactant. Products are 1 plus 1 mole, reactants are 1 mole, so nothing but 1 itself. So Kc is equal to 0.9, R value it will be R as such, into temperature they have mentioned was 227, correct? You go back to the question here, 227. Convert into Kelvin scale, 273, correct? So this is equal to 10, 10, 500. So these are 500 Kelvin. Remember temperature in Kelvin scale to the power delta N1. So this is the 15 to 9, that will be 450 in terms of R. So Kp is equal to 450 in terms of R. Or Kp is equal to 450 into R value is equal to 0.0821. This is approximately giving us 37 students. Okay. So hope this is clear to you, this question. Next question, in the reaction PCl5 is equivalent to PCl3 and chlorine, all the gases. Amount of each of PCl5, PCl3, Cl2 is 2 moles at equilibrium, directly given, last column, last row. Total pressure is given 3 mole, value of Kp will be equal to. So anyways, let me write down the equation. PCl5 decomposes to give PCl3 plus Cl2. Okay, 1, 2, okay, right, like 3 rows I should write down, right? They are given at equilibrium 2, 2 and 2. So total number of moles, total moles are equal to how much? 2 plus 2 plus 2, correct? 6. And total pressure also mentioned is equal to 3 atmosphere. Correct? But Kp how to calculate? To calculate Kp, we have to calculate partial pressure. How to calculate partial pressure any component? Partial pressure any component, let it be X is equal to number of moles that given component divided by total number of moles into the total pressure it is. So I have got Kp now. How to write Kp? Partial pressure of PCl3 into partial pressure of the Cl2 divided by partial pressure of the PCl5. Then you have to substitute, correct? Right? So I'll calculate here. Partial pressure of the PCl3. See here, number of moles are same for all. So if I calculate for one, it is same for other one. So PCl3 is nothing but, what is the number of moles of PCl3? 2. What is the total number of moles? 6. Into what is the total pressure? 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are. So this is equal to 1 itself. And the same number for PCl5 and Cl2 also. These are the same numbers. So 1 into 1 divided by 1. So finally equal 1. So total pressure has been given atmosphere. So it is finally is equal to 1 atmosphere. So Kp is equal to 1 atmosphere. Hope this is clear to you. Please do like, share and subscribe RD Chemistry and support me. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.